All right, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. So I know it's been a little while since I made a video, but I was on vacation in Louisiana, and that leads me to this video. We're talking about Louisiana State University and how for the fourth year in a row, LSU has dropped a season opener. They dropped two under Coach O, and now two under Brian Kelly. Coach O lost uh, the year after the national championship to Mississippi State. Uh, then the next year they lost to UCLA. They fired Coach O. Um, Brian Kelly come in. We lose to Florida State in New Orleans, and then tonight we get we get blowed out. We lose 45-28. 4 years in a row, LSU has dropped a season opener, and before these 4 years, I can't even remember a time where LSU lost a season opener. I think the honeymoon with Brian Kelly is over with. When LSU hired him, rumors were that kids didn't like playing for Brian Kelly, um, that he couldn't recruit, and it's looking pretty obvious. Also, well, I'm not saying that LSU should fire Brian Kelly, but I'm saying that something has to change. Last year, he embarrassed himself and he embarrassed the school and the football program by um, you know, dancing with the one recruit, and then the recruit end up, going to Alabama. And then also when Brian Kelly got introduced at LSU, he tried to talk like, I guess you can say a Cajun, or talk like, the locals in Louisiana. And then this year, I understand he tried to come out and fire up, the fan base, but he says we're going to go down there and beat the heck out of Florida State, and Florida State beat the heck out of us. And it just seems like Brian Kelly is just not. I mean, we didn't deserve to be number four. Like, LSU did not deserve to be number four. I'm saying we because I'm an LSU fan. I'm born and raised in Louisiana. Um, we didn't deserve to be number five. Sorry, LSU is not number four. They won't be number five after this game either. They'll be lucky if we even ranked, because I'm going to start it off from the coaching. So we start off red hot. We get all the way down to the red zone, and we can't even punch it in. Jaden Daniels engineered a pretty good drive, making some really good throws, but we couldn't punch it in, right? We got really good, what I thought, weapons, right? In Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas Jr. We got some really good running backs. We got a really good offensive line, but we can't get it in, right? Okay, that's that. But then a few more times, we're driving, and instead of kicking, for three, we go for it. We don't get it, right? So we're leaving punts on the field. And then, if you flip it over to the defense side of the ball, well, let's stay on the offensive side of the ball, right? We got wide receivers dropping balls, right? Brian Thomas Jr. dropped a couple. Uh, Lacey dropped a couple. Malachi dropped a couple. All of the wide receivers are dropping a couple. The days of Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson is over, right? There's not a dog in this wide receiver group. I thought it was going to be Malik Neighbors, but it seems like the only thing Malik Neighbors is good at is pretty much um, shining versus lesser teams and are getting arrested in off season. Brian Thomas Jr. Was a highly recruited recruit coming out of high school. He hasn't really blossomed into anything. Um, Lacey, I don't know. The wide receivers definitely let Jaden Daniels down. He couldn't do it all. He made some pretty bad throws. I think when he tried to throw that fade, or he tried to throw that route to Malachi in the end zone, he could have put it up. Sorry, I keep calling him Malachi. Malik. He could have put it up to Malik Neighbors a little bit higher. He underthrew it. We didn't get a touchdown. Um, thought the play calling on offense was very, was underwhelming. Um, I don't even know the hell. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I thought we should have tried to get another offensive coordinator after last season, but here we are again with Mike Denbrock and same results. Right? Can't win. Can't win a big game. The LSU's Super Bowl or LSU's national championship was beating Alabama last year, and we badly beat them. Right? It just doesn't seem like the team is improving under Brian Kelly. Right? We not we don't have any playmakers. If we flip it over to the defensive side of the ball, um, Ringo, the defensive tackle, he played hard. He made some really good plays. Um, Hal Perkins was a non-factor in this game. I don't know if it's because the offensive line for Florida State was neutralizing him, or he just couldn't, he just couldn't get in the groove. I don't know, but he was a non-factor. Um, the defensive secondary was, a non-factor. Sage Ryan continues to get burnt, can't catch. Um, Major Burns got torched. The whole secondary got torched, right? Um, I had a feeling that Keon Coleman kid was going to be a problem, but I did not expect him to be that much of a problem, right? The kid had 3 touchdowns, right? If it was a jump ball, he was dominating LSU cornerbacks every time, right? He had some really big touchdowns, right? I think one for 40 yards, then one for I think 20 something yards. He had some really big touchdowns. The kid's gonna be a beast. Um, I can't remember a time where LSU secondary was not feared, right? Derek Stingley, um, who am I forgetting? Oh, Christian Fulton, those guys, right? Eli Ricks from when he was there, Patrick Peterson, Morris Claiborne, Trey White. Probably forgetting a few guys, right? As I'm talking about at cornerback. Um, Hell, safety, talking about the Honey Badger, LaRon Landry, Eric Reed, those guys, right? Um, Jalen Mills. But um, yeah, they, we don't have dogs in the secondary anymore. Um, I think once, you know, Derek Stingley went to the pros and Eli Ricks transferred from LSU to um, Alabama, that was the end of us having any, um, you know, dogs in the secondary, right? No one is afraid to throw the ball on LSU, right? We no longer are DBU. We haven't been DBU for some time. Um, we don't deserve to call ourselves DBU anymore. Those days are over with. And I don't know, man. It's just frustrating because we definitely did not deserve to be um, number 5. Florida State did whatever they wanted to us on offense, right? We couldn't tackle. We couldn't defend anybody, and it just goes to show that maybe the narrative around Brian Kelly was right. He you know he just can't win big games. Um, this is year 2, and this is also looking like the same results as last year, right? We're getting off to a slow start. Um, LSU playing this lackadaisical football, and we just got to see where it goes from there. I'm not even gonna be excited about us playing Grambling next because it's Grambling, right? But the time to show everyone that LSU was back or LSU was for real was versus Florida State. Um, a really good team. Florida State definitely won the transfer portal. The Florida State definitely won the transfer portal battle. Them in Colorado. Congratulations to Florida State. Congratulations to Colorado. I don't know what players LSU was looking at or got out of the transfer portal, but we need to go back to the transfer portal and put some of those players back in the transfer portal and send them away and get some other players because I don't know. That was pretty. It was just pretty bad to watch, man. We should have been winning 21-7, but we just failed to execute. Um, it was just poor execution on Coach Kelly and his staff, and it was just poor execution on those wide receivers and poor execution on the defensive, backfield. So, um, um, I'm gonna do a more detailed analysis of the game tomorrow. I know it's pretty late. I just wanted to get my feelings out there on the whole matter, but LSU paid Brian Kelly way too much money for him to, look unprepared, right? He got outcoached by Mike Novell, and no one's going to tell you that Mike Novell is a better coach than Brian Kelly. Even if you, well, maybe because, people, fan bases are biased, but if you look at their success on paper, Mike Novell can't touch Brian Kelly, right? Brian Kelly has won everywhere he went. And yeah, he had LSU in pretty good position last year. We went to the SEC championship and we got absolutely hammered by Georgia, but, you know, that was LSU's first season under Brian Kelly. No one was expecting LSU to have that type of success. This year was the year that LSU was supposed to show everyone that, hey, we're back, and we did not. We dropped. We dropped the game, a big game. I can see if the game was close, right, like last year, but the game was not close. Florida State completely pulled away from us in the second half. It's like they made great adjustments after halftime at halftime, and it's like LSU made no adjustments after halftime. Um, and that was it. The results was, them beating us 45-24. So let me know what you think in comment section below. Let me know if you think the honeymoon between LSU and Brian Kelly is over with. Let me know if LSU is going to be just fine. Maybe I'm overreacting. Just let me know in the comment section below. As always, I appreciate the love and support. When you get a chance, please leave a comment, and consider subscribing to this video. And until next time, I'm out.